Right, hello again, yeah, beautiful buggers out there. First off, gotta apologize. I said the last time I was going to be uploading more videos, and I haven't been uploading more videos, unfortunately. I've been pretty busy with work and other things as well outside of that. But I'm here today because it is the 19th of July. It is the eve before the 20th, before the big show up there, Wire and Ice. And I say big show because, as I think you all know by now, this is happening where I live in my hometown. A fucking dream come true. Don't have to book any hotels, don't have to worry about travel. I can just go to the venue, have a good time, and know that I'll be in my own bed when I get fucking home, which is excellent. But yeah, so we're here to talk about that today, and we will be talking about that. First of all, a little bit of house cleaning. I need to talk about just briefly. I was at obviously the last video we were talking about the upcoming Backlash show. Was it? Yeah, Backlash. The collab show between the W3L, Valor, and Bleeding Gums at the Grand Old Opry in Glasgow. One of the best and nicest venues I have ever fucking been to. If you ever get a chance to go to that venue, please do. It was very nice, very very unique looking as well. Sort of a whole sort of cowboy theme, but no, overall really good show. Really enjoyed, especially the Bleeding Gums matches at the end. So yeah, excellent show. Just a great display of independent wrestling in Scotland, and obviously a small chance to show some people who've maybe never seen deathmatch wrestling before. It wasn't full-blown deathmatch, obviously, because it was a mixed crowd, but it gives everybody a slight taste of what Bleeding Gums is about, and hopefully some of those people who are at the show will be going to the show tomorrow. So anyway, let's get on, because there's a lot to get through. There's a lot of things, because obviously I've not been doing my updates, but we'll just go through the card for tomorrow and any other sort of information I can think off the top of my head. This is sort of a last minute. I will be doing a review. I thought about doing a vlog. I will definitely be doing a review Monday probably of the whole show, but let's get through the fucking card. So we have 8 matches in total. I think it's 8 matches unless something gets announced after this video gets uploaded, knowing my fucking luck. But we've got 3 normal wrestling matches and we've got 5 death matches, and God, this card is looking good as well. So let's get opening into the 3 non-death matches. And today we actually had a match announcement today, so I'm glad I left this video to the last fucking minute. We've got a 6-man tag match coming up. I think there's all Scottish wrestlers involved in this one, so it is a support Scottish independent wrestling. So we've got, it's going to be Xander Davidson with Mark Monroe and Big Mick taking on Mike Musso and the LND, the Legends Never Die tag team. Yeah, I've heard of some of these names. I've seen some of these guys before, so I think it's a good idea. Obviously, it's promotes more about the Scottish wrestling as well, and I'm sure that'll be a fun opening 6-man tag to watch. Some definitely up and coming good names in there too. So yeah, that should be a fun match. And then we get to the 2 other matches. One we're not too sure about, but we'll talk about that in a second. Here's one that I'm definitely, out of all the non-wrestling deathmatch matches, this is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most, because we've got the Scottish legend, somebody who's, I still think, one of the most underrated wrestlers in the UK, in Ewan Mackey, taking on the legend that is Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm coming back again. We obviously know about these two. Had a bit of fallout at Lust for Death during the 6-man tag and that. And yeah, we're gonna get Johnny Storm taking on Ewan Mackey. That's a dream match I never thought I'd wanted or get to see. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that, especially with Ewan Mackey. The little bugger that he can be sometimes is. So, and he's got other work as well this weekend with another promotion in Scotland in SCW. So he's got a very busy weekend coming up. But I'm sure this will be the highlight of his weekend, having a singles match with such a legend that is Johnny Storm. And the other non sort of death match going on, which I'm not too entirely sure what's going on. I can't say anything, unfortunately. We've got obviously Davey Blaze from Scotland, one of Scotland's finest and most well-known wrestlers, taking on the Doctor, as in Leonardo Darwin, as well from DTT. Now, this might change. Don't know yet, so don't hold me to it or anything like that. That's on the card, but it might change. We don't know yet. So, but anyway, that should be a fun match. If this match happens, that will be a really good sort of England versus Scotland match. But we don't know yet. So look, we'll just leave it at that. So yeah, that is the 3 non sort of death matches that are happening. Obviously, it's a good taster for people as well. Good warm up as well before we get right into the actual violence. And also before we get into the death matches, there was another announcement of a great appearance. I couldn't believe this. This was a shocker. This was sort of a last minute. This happened. Jasmine Sinclair, who you might have seen on Instagram on the posts, obviously ex-ECW and other ex-professions as well, which I don't know if I can talk about. Some of you know what I'm on about. Some sort of triple X sort of stuff as well, but any kids watching, you don't need to know about that. Anyway, so former ECW as well, manager and wrestling personality. She is in the UK for a while, and she's going to be making her Scottish debut. I think that's just really cool, having somebody from used to be an ECW coming up to Bleeding Gums. I think that's a really good. And I think she'll be doing meet and greets. You can get you get t-shirts, you get 8x10s, you could buy off her as well. But no, that's really cool that Jasmine Sinclair is going to be coming up to Scotland to make an appearance. I do kind of know what she's going to be doing in the show, but I'm not going to give it all away. So yeah, looking forward to seeing the pop I think she'll be getting as well, especially from the older crowd members will be enjoying seeing her. But let's get into the five death matches, because my god, we have got some absolute bangers coming up. And the one that had to be changed, so originally it was meant to be Lou King Sharp taking on Dean Ford and their rivalry, but things have obviously changed. So we've seen the recent Instagram post from Lou King Sharp. He cannot attend this match, but instead we'll be sending in his tag partner from Valor, in Krieger. So we're going to be getting Krieger from Glasgow taking on Dean Ford. I know these two have probably had previous history as well. And this is going to be a straight up, hold on, let me just see. Yeah, it's a Holiday from Hell death match, this one. We're sticking to the same stipulation that we had before. I look forward to seeing Krieger sort of defending Lou King Sharp's honor against Dean Ford. And we'll see what happens there. But obviously we've seen Dean Ford. Obviously he's got his new persona, the infamous Dean Ford. We saw him at Backlash at a great main event with him, Tim Strange, and Michael Caden. Really enjoyed that. So I'm looking forward to that. This all Scottish deathmatch tie. Also, then we've also got, I think this could be the first in Bleeding Gums. Yeah, I think this could be the first deathmatch tag match going down, because we've also got Lou Nixon. Yeah, we all know about Lou Nixon. Lou Nixon and Brett Semtex. And Brett Semtex chucked water at me the last fucking show of the deck. But anyway, so they are the current CXW? Yeah, CXW tag champions at the moment throughout a open challenge. And they are being now challenged by, wow, this is going to be a great tag team. We've got Straight Edge Jack Bennett, who is very good. I really like that boy. And Franco Fate, who we saw have his first ever death match against Alton Thorne at Lust for Death. Really, really good showing. Really like Franco as well. And they are the, let me get this name straight, because it's quite a long name. It is the Vulgar Display of Straight Edge Violence. Quite a long name, so it is. But, as I said, this is going to be a really, really good tag match. All these guys know each other quite well. And hopefully, I can't see it, but hopefully we will see Franco Fate, Jack Bennett coming out of this as the new CXW champions. Because, Lou Nixon, we don't like him on this channel. But anyways, no, that should be, especially we all know what all four of these guys can do in the ring. This should be fun. And we're going to see what sort of interesting syringe spots we'll see from Bennett this time round. If you've seen the last couple of shows, you know what I'm on about. So yeah, we're looking forward to that one. That's going to be fucking mental. Then we've got two big boys here, two big names. Oh my god, this is going to be straight some cowboy shit coming up right here. We've got Tim Strange, who challenged Big F and Joe, and Big F and Joe accepted that challenge. And they are doing, let me get this correctly, it's the Red Dead Death match, I think it's called. I think we all know what this is going to be. It's going to be like cowboy themed. We're going to get cowboy sort of Western sort of weapons and stuff like that. But in fact, Tim Strange, he also had his very first death match at Bleeding Gums at the Lust for Death tournament as well. He's a really good guy. I really liked him. Really. Both guys are very, very nice. And Joe, obviously the face of British deathmatch wrestling, obviously one of the biggest names in the world right now, not just in the UK. We're talking internationally as well. He is a big name for. And if Tim Strange would manage to pick up, if he was managed to pick up the win, would be a huge win for Tim Strange. Obviously, in the last show, Joe had a bit of an upset when he got beat in the first round by, was it the first round? Yeah, it was Lou King Sharp. So it was when he made his Scottish Deathmatch debut as well. So this should be a really interesting match. I don't know what these two are going to fucking do, because I've seen some of the weapons that are going to be involved. This one might have some interesting images. Yeah, definitely. This is going to be, this one's going to be fucking, that's going to be violent as fuck. I can't wait. Two big boys getting in there and just fucking having at it. But I can't wait for that one. We're going to come to the last two fucking matches. Obviously, we've got the champ is in the house, Michael Caden, BGW's first ever British Deathmatch champion, and he is going to be having a match, a fucking gusset plate match. It's going to be brutal and bloody against Tomby, who the Deathmatch slasher, who we're all fans of on this channel. And we know this one's going to be bloody because we all, if anybody here, obviously, if you ever seen Tomby's matches, you've ever been to watch him live, this man fucking bleeds. Like, he bleeds all over the fucking shop. It looks fantastic. Obviously, he was involved in Tim Strange's first death match at Lust for Death and tattooed his fucking leg. So yeah, Tomby's awesome. But then it just got announced we are going to have a mystery third participant in the fucking match. Now, I actually know who it is, but obviously I'm not going to be fucking telling you who the fuck they are. I've seen some interesting comments from people trying to guess who the fuck it's going to be. Trust me, it's going to be a pop, that's for sure. It's going to be a fucking pop when this happens. Trust me, I cannot fucking wait for this three-way gusset match to happen. Yeah, it's going to be violent. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be, you know, I could end up. Gussets is one of the few things in wrestling, deathmatch wrestling, that makes me wince a bit, I must admit. So we'll see how that one goes down. But with Tomby being involved, you know there's going to be a lot of blood. And obviously we've got Caden, who's fantastic. He's just been announced he is away to America for the Rise and Die show that's happening on October 4th. So that's great for him as well. But yeah, like that, can't wait. And obviously everyone's looking forward to seeing who the third participant is. So yeah, looking forward to that. And let's get on to the last match. The historical match is going to be happening. The one that's pretty much the reason we've sold a lot of tickets for this fucking show is that we're doing Scotland's first ever no rope barbed wire death match with a great feud. Two of the best up and coming deathmatch wrestlers in the UK right now, in Alton Thorne and Jack Harrup. Obviously, like they've been feuding since the first fucking show, all the way back last November from Ultraviolent Referendum. They had their grass is always bloody on the other side match, which was fucking excellent. That resulted in a no DQ match. That was no DQ match. That resulted in a double DQ. The match, there was no winner. And then obviously they had their fucking coming together at Lust for Death as well, with Alton jumping Jack, putting him through the fucking pane of glass. Jack somehow managed to come out for that three-way match with Alton and Neil Diamond Cutter. Fucking both of them though did not make the fucking final. They just fucked with each other. It was fucking crazy. They just battered the shit out of each other. And that's when Jack decided to make the promo at that show for this show to announce that stipulation. This is going to be a fucking war. This is going to be these two are going to fucking, this is going to be unbelievable. I think we're going to see something really, really different. I know some people say stuff like, hey, Jordan, you put a lot of hype on these guys. You seem to have a high standard of what's going to happen. And, you know, the reason is because I've watched these two before. I've watched a lot of the guys in the British Deathmatch scene. They're so fucking talented. They're so fucking good at what they fucking do that I have full confidence that, you know, we're going to get, you know, a classic. I think these two, very passionate. They're very, they're nervous and excited, I'm guessing, for both of them. We're going to see, obviously, what that ring looks like as well once we finally take the ropes down, put the barbed wire around it. That is good. What I've heard is I think Bleeding Gums having the range of something between 650 and 700 meters worth of barbed wire at this fucking show. So that's going to be interesting to see. I think the setting's going to be fantastic, being outside at the Ice Factory. Yeah, so that match, yeah, that's going to be a fucking bloodbath and a war. I think, yeah, that's going to be one for everyone to remember, I think. So yeah, that is the card for Wire and Ice for tomorrow. 3:30 is when the doors open. 4 o'clock is first bell. There is some tickets still available. They are going fast. They are going very fast at the moment. So if you still haven't got your ticket, there's still some left. £25. Trust me, compared to what WWE were fucking charging at that last pay-per-view in Glasgow, 25 quid a ticket, that is a fucking bargain, especially for what you're going to be seeing. I've managed to convince a lot of my non-wrestling fan friends to come to the fucking show, because I've told them all, and it's just, it's one thing experiencing a wrestling show, but to experience a deathmatch show is completely different. And it's one of those things I think I've heard Andy say on Bleeding Gums: you either fucking hate it, or you absolutely fucking love it, and you'll want to come back for more. So I'm just trying to think of anything else I could fucking talk about before. Oh yes, yeah. Actually, better put this out here for everybody traveling up from England, or anybody just traveling by car actually to the venue from anywhere. If you go on Google Maps, if you check out Tay Street is the sort of main street that runs up the side of the Tay River in Perth, and that's the road that goes up to the venue. The venue is near the harbour and the industrial area part of Perth. So a lot of that though, so the road that actually goes past the skate park, which is literally 5 minutes from the venue, that's all closed off. So they are digging up the road. It's either sewage stuff they're doing, or it's to do with the flood defense system. I don't know, it's one of those two things. But anyway, that road is Tay Street, the main Tay Street part, that's reopened again, but the main road going past the skate park, that's all closed off. You will need to come from the other side to go through the industrial area, you will go past the recycling center, so you will, and you also go past my girlfriend's work, the cute storage unit place as well. So yeah, you still can't get to the venue. And if you're coming by train, getting from the train station to the venue is literally 5-minute walk. You turn, when you get at the train station, you literally turn, let me get this right, going towards the South End, go across the South End Park, you will go past the skate park, and you keep walking down that road into the industrial area, you will come onto the Ice Factory venue. You can't really fucking miss it, trust me. So, but anybody that's got any questions or is a bit stuck when they get to Perth tomorrow, tonight, or whenever, please drop me a DM, please drop me a call or something, and I will more than happy come find you and come bring you to the fucking venue. So I better say that there might be some traffic problems. Also, if you're driving through the center of Perth, my hometown, be wary. It's a lot of one-way streets, and unless you've been born and raised in Perth, driving, it is a pain in the ass. My father hates coming to visit me in Perth if he has to drive through the center, because you'll see where you want to go and you can't fucking get there. So look, anybody has trouble trying to find the venue, getting to the venue, drop me a message. I will more than happy come and sort you out. Anyways, so yes, so see you all tomorrow. If you see me, obviously come up and say hello as well. I will have, what was I going to say? That was something. That doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. I've had a very busy week, and I've had not much sleep as well. But look, yeah, so I can't wait to see everybody in Perth. I hope everybody enjoys my town as well. I hope it's a great show. I hope we do more of these as well in Perth, because it's still surreal for me. You know, I started this channel over a year and a half ago, and we were chatting about, war and deathmatch wrestling in Scotland, and with Bleeding Gums coming along, I never thought the third show would be in my hometown. So, it's a change from having to travel 4 or 5 hours down to England. I've already seen some posts of people saying, they're doing 14-hour round trips to come to this one, which is very, very appreciated. Anybody coming up from down south doing long drives, long train journeys, really, really fucking appreciate that. It's really good to come up and support the fucking scene, support Bleeding Gums Wrestling as well. But now you know how it all feels like for us, because the Scottish are so used to having to travel down south. So this makes a nice little change. But anyways, look, safe travels for everybody coming up. I'll see you all tomorrow, and I'm sure we're going to have a fucking wild time. Also, with the weather tomorrow, it's a bit 50-50 at the moment, so you might want to bring maybe an umbrella, maybe a rain jacket and a hat, possibly. Just be prepared, because it is Scotland after all. So anyways, look, I will sure see you guys all tomorrow. Have a lovely day, and I'll probably see you on Monday when I'll do a review. If I can't be asked doing a vlog, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm all over the place. So I've got things to do today as well. I've been disinfecting light tubes as well for this show. So yeah, anyways, look, love yous loads, and I will see you all tomorrow, and have a really fun and good day today. Okay.